grew up Roman Catholic. I'm confirmed in the Catholic faith. I had some things happen in my personal life, and I pretty much just stopped believing in God altogether. Before I decided to follow Jesus, I was very anxious, would overthink things, would spend my day pretty much just with the weight of the world. One of my coworkers, Jelani, called the office, says, "Hey, I locked myself out of my truck and I need someone to come get me." So they sent me out to go help him. Jelani and I didn't really have like a relationship. We were cordial, but not really friends. And so I go out to help Jelani. I unlock his truck. All right, buddy, have a great day. And he looks at me and he goes, "Hey, I had a dream, and God talked to me and told me that I need to pray with you, that he wants to welcome you back, that you've been going through some stuff and you've walked away, but he wants to welcome you back." So I thought he was crazy, and I did a little prayer with him, but then I sat in my car and I said, well, if God has time to sit down and think about me, then I need to think about him. Since then, I've joined a men's group, took it upon myself to start reading the Bible, reading it, practicing, and praying. I think before I didn't believe in God. I thought I'm pretty strong, I'm pretty intelligent, and I can do X, Y, and Z. And maybe I could do X, but I couldn't do Y and Z. And I started feeling that weight, like I can't do these things, I'm only going so far. And then when I had a relationship with God and things started changing, and then it was, well, not only can I do X, Y, and Z, but I can go even further. Since I decided to follow Jesus, I'm just not as worried about things. I don't feel like I'm carrying the world. A lot of times I feel like if I have a question, I just pop open the Bible and I start reading and I can find my answer. Or maybe it's something that I wasn't even thinking about and I'm reading the Bible and I'm like, okay, it's talking to me. I need to go do something. And I just feel very much so if there's something that I am worried about, I just pray about it and then I just let it go. So I'm not carrying that weight anymore. I have more patience a lot of times because I deal with the worst of the worst and I see the worst of the worst. A lot of times I just sit there and say, forgive them for they not know what they do. My hopes and dreams is following Jesus is one, that he will lead me, that I will be able to get closer to him, and then two, that I'll be able to help other people get closer to him. I want to thank Tamara because she always supports me. Even when I said, hey, I think I'm getting baptized, and she was like, yeah, I knew you were thinking about it, because the last baptism I was asking her questions and I asked Scott questions. And she's like, yeah, I knew what you were doing. I would like to thank Scott, because I met with Scott and he and I talked about it. I would like to thank Doyle. We've had many good conversations when I'm up there reading the Bible. Today I want everyone to know that I have decided to follow Jesus and make him my Lord and Savior.